Hello, Twin Flames. Thank you for joining me. I am Catherine of the Twin Flame Mystique 1111. Today I'm going to talk about what I have been feeling, the messages that I've been receiving of the Twin Flames, of the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. Everyone in their stress or in their thoughts and in their feelings, being that it's close to the end of the year, the holidays are here, we're feeling like a wrap up of everything that we've been going through, all the seeds that we planted at the beginning of the year, and all of the healing that we've been doing, on top of having to deal with all of these ascension energies, with the full moons and the eclipses and the retrogrades and so forth. So, with all that said, the Divine Masculine is, for those of you that are still not in a physical union with your twin flame, with your divine partner. Now, the masculine is, right now, they've been evaluating their lives. They've been evaluating their lives, they've been evaluating their purpose, and they're looking at the divine feminine as, okay, where do I fit this into my life? Where do I fit this on my path? And of course, what the divine masculine is still feeling is, am I worthy? Am I good enough? Am I able to support all of this? Am I able to be there for the divine feminine when I'm needing for the divine feminine to be there for me? But in all of this questioning, they're still away. They're still away from the divine feminine. And then the divine feminine is all in her feelings and is feeling the same thing, but at the same time is feeling that push to continue to move forward. So that's what the divine feminine is doing. That's the strength of the divine feminine, is to say, okay, so the DM is not around, fine, but I've got to keep going forward, because the divine feminine is the one that's the fixer, right? She's the fixer. She's the doer. He, it doesn't matter. And is where the creative energy is. So that's what the divine feminine is doing now. She's like, hey, the divine masculine is not wanting to come around, or is not around, or is having these issues, whatever, but I've got to keep moving forward, right? So the divine masculine is planting the seeds and creating the path for the divine feminine to move forward at the same time. You get that? So that's where that push-pull dynamic is. That's how it is between the two. There is no runner chaser. Anybody's telling you runner or chaser, they're dealing with a karmic catalyst, and done. So yeah, that's what I've been feeling and started to experience a little bit of. And my twin flame, Tanya, and she's divine masculine, I'm divine feminine. And so we had some pretty harsh solar flare energy, and then we came into Scorpio season, and all of that was a mess for a lot of people, because when you're in that Scorpio energy, Scorpio's gonna, sting first, and then we'll talk about it later. And with the DM being all in their feelings, then just kind of, it doesn't go well. But but Tanya and I, we sit here, and we're listening and we're talking to each other about how we're feeling about things, and also knowing that being a part of the collective that we are, like y'all are, this is what, we were feeling. This is what we've been channeling of what's going on with y'all. Because we're here in physical union, and we've been here for almost 4 years together in this union. And on top of that, in our collaboration together, because that's what twin flames do. Twin flames come together. It's not all woo woo. We came together in a collaboration first, and then started to build our life around it. And twin flames do. They come together in collaboration somehow. You don't both have the same abilities, because there has to be a balance. Twin flames, you are yin and yang. So, what one does, the other one, what one can't do, the other one does, and vice versa. So that's what we do for balance. And so that's what's happening. That's what I wanted to talk about, because, here at the end of the year and around the holidays, people tend to reflect. This is when people start to, reflect on their lives, reflect on their relationships and on their past and things that they set in motion at the beginning of the year, and just start thinking about everything. And this time around, it's the DM, it's the divine masculine that's doing this, and at the same time trying to fit in this twin flame dynamic. But the kicker is that instead of trying to fit the twin flame dynamic into their lives, and into their routine, it's a life. It's a way of life. It's a relationship on a whole other level. So you've got to throw away all of the perceptions, all of the concepts that you're knowing of how 3D relationships are. Because guess what? Those are karmic relationships, and how those work out for you, right? So, yeah, you build a life. It's a way of life. So, because it involves enlightenment. And then twin flames through enlightenment, light workers, we tend to become entrepreneurs. We tend to move ourselves away from the 3D 9 to 5. And this is where there's a lot of confusion with the, enlightened folk and the twin flames, because we both follow the same enlightened path. It's once you get to a particular fork in the road in your healing, in your awakening, then that's whenever things, opportunities come into your path that direct you towards whatever light working department you're in. So either you're a twin flame light working department, or you are you're taking the shaman route, or you're taking the Reiki Master route, you're taking, the whatever department you're in. We follow the same path of enlightenment. So this is where a lot of people are getting confused and feeling that they are all, of the twin flame persuasion, but not everybody is a twin flame. it is a very unique and hard road to be on. So, but enlightenment brings you to that self-love. And in that self-love and all that self-worth, and in all of your manifestations and all of your healing, you attract to yourself a partner that is, that complements you, complements where your energy is. And if you're in a good place with yourself, then guess what you're attracting? And so then, of course, it feels like it is the relationship of a lifetime. And of course, it feels like it's something out of this world and feels very divine, because it is a relationship that's in a enlightened point of view. So, so there's a lot of confusion there. And I just wanted to, get that out there with y'all. So, because so many people are very stuck on this enlightened path and thinking that they're twin flame, and they're just very stuck because they're following what twin flames do. We heal each other, or how the DM is doing, or what the feminine, the divine feminine is doing. And it's not working for them. And they're hitting a brick wall. And they're putting their lives aside. They're putting themselves aside and waiting and waiting and waiting and not moving forward for themselves. Well, all of that, if you're in a situation, all that is a clue to you that, you know what, in this particular human experience, in this particular lifetime, you are attracting a very high vibe soulmate, and which is just as beautiful. But the difference between the twin flames and a high vibing soulmate is that the twin flame path has a very particular piece of the puzzle of unity consciousness. That's why we go through things so hard. And we come into this relationship backwards. So it's a very particular path. So either you were made to be on this path lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime until you come into the one where you are in physical union and you've sealed the deal and completed the circle, right? Other than that, everyone else is on a different light worker path and department. So I just wanted to throw that out there. All right, if you have any questions, please reach us at twinflamemystique1111.com. Shoot us an email, and have a good rest of the week, and I'll be talking to y'all later.